Good morning, everyone. I don't know how much recording time I have on my videos, so if it cuts off in the middle, that's your message. It's clear. Take a big deep breath. Outside again too. It's so nice out. So if you can hear that air conditioning and things, sorry about that. All right. What messages? Been up since 5 o'clock this morning. One of my children wanted to go squishy hunting, so it feels like it's like 6 p.m. and it's only noon where I live. I think it's noon, 11:30 or noon. Okay, wood nymph, beauty. And I did find out yesterday that it's not opposite to you, so you see this in the correct position, so that's good. This reminds me of like some sort of ceremony. She's in white, she's the only one in water. Like a moon water cleansing or something. Lily pads. Some sort of ceremony. Pegasus transisting. That's like resisting and transcending. I'm trying to look at the book on that one. That's the same as the card fronts, and I don't get that card very often. Excuse me. Well, 52 is the last one. Let's see, wood nymph. Remarkable spiritual beauty is growing within you. Be aware of the beauty that is around you, and splendor will expand in your life. Create beauty in your home, even if in the smallest ways, and an inner grace will radiate from you. I get that feeling of like it. Excuse me, like romanticizing your life, taking it all in. Pegasus, you're on a pilgrimage of the soul. It takes to transcend, it takes time. Okay, you're on a pilgrimage of the soul. It's time to transcend the weight of earthly burdens. Fly over situations that have been pulling you down. Don't involve yourself with the drama of others. When you remember that you have come from spirit and are eternal, challenging situations will resolve. A profound transformation is at hand. I also see a roly-poly, which I don't normally see while I'm out here. So look up the meaning of a roly-poly. And it completely caught my eye while I was reading that. Happiness, bluebird. So this has a unicorn at the bottom. The bluebird says, all is well. Say yes to life and let your doubts dissolve. Don't wait until the future. Live life fully now. You do not need to struggle or suffer to grow. You can grow leaps and bounds amid joy. Okay, so I feel like you're kind of rising above the old ways. You're realizing that you don't have to suffer, and life doesn't have to be a struggle. And like, there's duality in the world, meaning with all of the things like heartache and what you consider bad, and the drama and the 3D matrix and all of that, like there's also beauty and happiness in life too. Like both exist. So it's like you're getting a different, you're rising above that like 3D, and I think I said 3D matrix just a minute ago. I might have said 5D, but I meant 3D. But it's like you're rising above all of that because you realize that there's so much more to life, and it's a duality, it's polarity, and you don't have to focus on all of that stuff. You can focus on the beauty and the happiness and rise above those things. And just about the more you do the spiritual work and raise your vibration, it's like the more that stuff becomes apparent. And the more you focus on those things, the more that those things come into your life. Like a different viewpoint, a different perspective of life, seeing it through a different lens. You might want to work with the element. Never mind. I was thinking earth, air, fire, water, but maybe look up wood, some earthing, camping out, pitching a tent. Spending some time in water, something with the full moon. But a different perspective, for sure. Haniel, or Haniel, silver, goddess, psychic, sacred, proud. Is that gonna focus? I think so. And like this kind of is like goddess energy to me. They're bathing in the moonlight under, you know, in the forest with flowers and romanticizing, and I don't know why. I do know why I'm yawning so much. I apologize. Maybe look up the color meaning of silver. Hi ho, silver. "43, you're ready. Momentum, validation, encouragement, prepared. Coming out of stagnation, feeling insecure, unsupported. Four and 3 is 7. Like taking the training wheels off. And 7 was the bluebird. And 7 for beauty. Cool. 777 always reminds me of angels. Might want to look up this angel number 777. And here comes another one. Michael. Wise, honest, trustworthy, observant. Coming out of fear, disappointment, being guarded, self-doubt. Maybe there's something that you've been being prepared for. Birds remind me of taking off. You're about to take flight. Maybe you needed to get into this feminine goddess energy before that happened. Feeling grounded, anchored in. Blue reminds me of the throat chakra. I also get the message of like, once you work through the self-doubt, things are just gonna fucking explode in a good way. Things are just gonna skyrocket, and because you're ready, it's like the only thing blocking you is this self-doubt. Rise above it. Gonna get a raise. About to level up. Oh, okay. 33, door to romance. I think there's a key. Yeah, like things are opening up. Action. Then there's the black and white, polarity. Knowing when to rest, knowing when to take action. Are you taking actions out of fear? Energizing effort, willingness to work. You're on the right track. Trusting your intuition. You'll break through and see the results you've been working so hard to create. I am responsible for my own life. I take action toward my goals and my own happiness every day. New beginnings in love. As I open the door to my own self-love, I attract more and more loving tenderness to me. That's kind of what I get with this whole beauty thing. It's like you're giving yourself the attention, the love, the affection, the compassion, forgiveness, understanding, kindness, which is opening the doors to a love that's going to mirror that. Like you get rewarded when you do those things for yourself. And interestingly enough, right, walking through that door is a big, like a thing of water. Some sort of cleansing, maybe an emotional cleanse. Tarot. I've heard it also pronounced tarot. But it's kind of like one of those things, like once you already, well for me, once you already hear something, it's kind of hard to say it another way. Like I've been saying chakras this whole time, but then I hear people say chakra. And I don't know why I always feel like a major Dorcas when I say chakra. So I still say chakra. Chakra. It just sounds so fancy. And I like the word tarot. That also sounds fancy, but it just doesn't feel right to me. Like sometimes when I think someone's name is something and then they tell me their name and I'm like, I kind of just want to call you the name that I thought you were because that's what feels right. Ooh, temperance. I don't usually read them upside down, so. I can manage my needs and resources wisely to create harmony. Balance, patience, moderation, calm, self-control, cooperating with others, finding solutions. Solar plexus. So with the willpower and the self-esteem and that fire in your belly. Balancing things out. That whole black and white, yin yang. You needed to get into your feminine. into your feminine. And that's another angel. The Fool. I look forward to a new beginning and journey. Fresh beginnings, innocence, free spirit, adventure, idealism, spontaneity, simplicity, desire to start. Crown. And air. Like, don't get too much in your head. Overanalyze, overthink things. Just start. Start somewhere. Maybe you're nervous because you know that it's time to kind of take off the training wheels. Like, a lot of times when we are wanting to manifest things and we're sitting here saying how ready we are, and then it comes to us, it kind of freaks us out. Then we begin to question, wait a minute, am I really ready? I don't know that I'm ready. And I think that's an ego thing, because it's like when it's not happening, you want it to happen, but when it's happening, you're pushing it away, saying you're not ready. So try to be mindful of that. Like, are you ready? Or is that your ego being impatient? And then when it does come, you know, it's all lined up with your vibration. And if you're a match to it, it's here, and if not, you're not. So just maybe keep that in mind, that when the things do come and you start to question everything and freak out, it wouldn't be there unless you were ready for it. 6 of Wands, that's the heart, and another fire. And something's going on with Jupiter right now too. I think isn't Jupiter part of the bar bolts basket? Success, victory, achievement, pride, recognition, improvement, rewards, praise, and acclaim. And the green and the heart just reminds me of the green in this bike. Star on the bottom. I'm optimistic about the future. Ooh, tickle in the throat. Hope, direction, renewal, trust, belief, positivity, creativity, and inspiration. Positivity, rebirth. Like you're ready for your, there's butterfly. Like your debut. Couple emotion cards. I'm surprised it's letting me record this long. Ooh, intrusive thoughts. Again, earlier I was saying about kind of being in your head, the self-doubt, fear, insecurities, and all that stuff comes up right before something great happens. Clearing all that out of the way. It could be kind of tests from the universe, like, you sure you're ready for this? Let's throw you a curveball here. Let's make you a little uncomfortable. Lord knows the universe loves doing that. Again, fear. Rising above the fear. Paget Kidgi talks about how if you come into this life with a lot of fear, it's because you're meant for a lot of growth. Let's take this one. Love. And protecting your feelings. Shedding, also with this card. And all the water, so working through motions, transmutation, alchemization of fear into love, shedding old skins. It's okay for you to be vulnerable. That might mean you don't have to protect your heart so much. Like, it's okay to let your guard down. You can still have boundaries and protect yourself, but not to the point where you're keeping things out also. Ooh. Dance. Move your body to music. Dance with the rhythm of life. Manifest your dreams through dance. And life is a dance. I'm gonna take this one too, because that's twice now with action. Now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Move forward with confidence. You got this. You got this. And those cards are in the nighttime too. Time to come out from the dark. You gotta let people see you. No more hiding. And it's like, look at these. That's another full moon, but look at those bright lights around you. Shining. Let it shine through. You're meant to shine. Shine bright. Sun's coming through this card. Peekaboo. I call that peekaboo. I love that. When you're driving and you see a bunch of clouds and it's peeking through. Again, another moon. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 full moons. And really, I count these as moons too. So that's 5. 5 full moons. And I believe moons is about releasing, letting things go. Reminds me of this song that my grandma always used to sing. Buffalo gal, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. Buffalo gal, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? And she used to go like this. I named my class Rita's Yellow Rhythm. Her name was Rita. And we do nervous system in that in that class. It just reminds me of her. And I think it's about dancing. Sorry, that probably didn't make sense. I also have an oracle card of her called Rita's Yellow Rhythm, and the card's about dancing. And then this is dancing too. Like, it's time to dance with the universe. And here's another full moon. Jeez Louise. And it's in the woods, and there's eyeballs at the top. So I also think that might mean, even in the times where you thought no one was looking or that you were invisible, felt invisible, people could still see you. Celestial harmony. I am in harmony with the universe and my soul sings with celestial joy. I love these cards. I think the decorations are so cool. Might be one more. And then I'm gonna shut it off. My video from yesterday is still downloading, and this one's about half the amount, so hopefully it doesn't take as long. Oh, 2 came out. Universal love. I'm surrounded by universal love, and I share this love with all beings, which reminds me of the card read I did yesterday. It had a fox in there, and it was called Sanctuary, where like the bear, the rabbit, and the fox were all getting along despite their differences. And this is talking about universal love and sharing that love with all beings. That's sweet. And then dragonfly, celestial dreams. My dreams are celestial, and I pursue them with unwavering faith. Good Lord. There's 7 full moons. Dragonfly represents magic, I believe. New beginnings, because it kind of like the butterfly. I'm pretty sure it starts off on the ground or in the water, and then it has a different perspective because then it gets wings. Wings, transcending. I don't know what celestial means. I need to look that up. But it's talking about pursuing your dreams. Like the dreams you have in your heart are in harmony with what the universe has planned for you. Who said that? Have a great day.